Hello FlossTube, I'm Nicole and this is DD's FlossTube number 39. Welcome back to the channel everybody. It has been quite a number of weeks since I've been back, about 3 I think. I have been super busy and that's why I haven't been around very much. But if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me again this week. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Take a look around. We've got lots to offer. We are a multi-craft channel and we do offer quite a little bit of content for different crafts and whatnot. Today's video is all about cross stitch, so I am going to be sharing with you some of the things that I've worked on, some of the things that I may have finished, some of the stuff that I have purchased and finally got, because it's been, you know, sitting in Chicago for quite some time. But yes, that's what the video is about today. Now I did, as I said, it has been about, I think about 3 weeks since my last video. I think the 1st of July was my last video, and basically I have been super busy making project bags and retreat bags and trying to renovate my studio, hence I'm still standing up, so we haven't got very far with that. And just a lot of other stuff that I've been trying to catch up on, and I'm calling it the COVID catch up because I had the kids home from school, so a lot of work didn't get done. So I am powering through quilts, I'm powering through binding, powering through back orders on bags and all that sort of stuff, because if you followed me for some time you'd know that I ended up turning my sewing room into a schoolroom. Excuse me. And so it made it very hard to get a lot of work done. So they had their schoolwork came first and then my work came next. So yeah, so I have what I call the COVID backlog. So I am slowly powering through that. So bear with me if you're waiting for something. I am working my little took us off to get that done. Alright, so today we are going to look at some of the stuff that I've got in, as I said, and some of the things that I've been working on. So I'm going to get stuck straight into it. I've got all my stuff down in front of me. The first thing that we're going to be looking at is the Come On In, it's called, and it is a cushion. It'll eventually be a cushion, and I'll insert the picture in so you can see what it's going to look like. I've mixed up the colors a little bit. I'm not doing the exact colors that I really like the colors in it, but I just decided that it wouldn't suit my decor and all my Christmas stuff, so that's why I've changed it up a little bit. So last time you seen this, I had actually only had a couple of letters in the Christmas. So I worked on this fortnight. I actually didn't spin the wheel this fortnight. I just grabbed things out because I was just under the pump, and so I just stuck my hand in and pulled things out, and that's what I worked on. So this is the as I said, it's called Come On In. Eventually it'll be a cushion. It's only that big, so it's got about an inch around it. So there's a lot of letters, as you can see, and words and all the rest of it, and it's I believe it's 17 different languages saying Merry Christmas. So that's going to be done up into a cushion, and hopefully it will be finished, not this Christmas, next maybe, because things aren't going to plan this year at all for anybody, I don't think. So tonight I've got my coffee this morning. I'm very much under the pump, so I'm just trying to get this in and get it up so you know what's been going on. Okay, so the next thing that and these aren't in any particular order, I'm just pulling them out. The next thing that I worked on, that is also on that is on 28 count Monaco white, and I changed the colors, and I'm using this color here for most of the lettering. It is a country cottage threads, I think it is. It came in the sassy pouch, the Christmas one, and they're the colors in it, and that's the variegation that you get from it. So I love it. I absolutely love it. But I'm doing a few other colors as well, some like pumpkin colors and stuff like that, just really Christmassy. They sort of remind me of Christmas, so that's that one. All right, the next one that I worked on, that I've been working on and is supposed to be worked on a little bit more than it has been. It has sort of taken a back seat at the moment because, as I said, I'm just trying to catch up on everything. That is Halloween Quaker. Okay, last time we spoke, I had made a mistake in here, and I was having to come up here and start down because I've miscounted, but I'm not pulling that out. So I've done a little bit more on that, not a great deal, and I haven't been counting stitches. I've spent about an hour on each of these projects, maybe 2 hours, just depending on the day that I worked on it. So I worked on this on last Monday, and I got the flower in. So yeah, I've started up into the last corner, so you can see there, that's on page 3, and that's the motif there. So I got that in. As I said, I haven't been counting stitches. I've just been putting some hours into them because I'm trying to just trying to get a lot of stuff done and off the back order list so I can start my new filming regime in August with a clean slate. All right, the next one that I worked on was, it's called Angelic Beauty. It's out of a magazine. I cannot tell you what magazine it's out of. It is out of one from Britain. It is, I'm pretty sure it's Cross Stitch Crazy that I got it from. It might actually be down, I might not be able to read it. Cross Stitch, I think it's stitching.com. I think it says. It's a bit blurry because I've had to blow it up. So this is what the picture looks like. Okay, now this one is a struggle for me to work on because it's just not something that I would stitch on. Like, I love the look of the Mirabilias and all those sort of you know, angel ones and witch ones and goddess ones and all those. I like all those ones, but it's not something that I would stitch. So this was a big leap of faith for me to jump out and stitch this one. I'm still not feeling it, and when I do stitch on it, I just don't feel it at all. So I actually did count how many stitches I put into this one because I didn't spend a lot of time on it. I put 80 stitches into it. So the last time you've seen it, it was down to about here. So I've put all these stitches in here, and this is starting to come up to her neck, like the V of her dress. So I haven't done a lot on it. I just don't feel it. Like, it doesn't bring me joy. It does and it doesn't. I've got the joy because I'm cross stitching, but it's not something that I would normally stitch on. So I'm really having a long, hard think about that, and I'll discuss a little bit further into the video what I'm talking about there. So, all right, the next one that I worked on was The Winter by Country Cottage Needleworks. This is a sow that I am doing over. I've been doing since I've done all 4 charts. This is the last one now. It is DD's Winter Sow. So I forgot to post a picture up when I worked on it, and I also forgot to pull it out of the hoop so you can see what I've done. Since the last time I was on, I had only sort of I've got needles and everything everywhere, sorry. I was just working in the top area of the chart, and I had done the banner, and I had done the started to do the trees. So since the last time, as I said, I have done a lot on this one. So you can see here that I am down into the bottom now. I finished all up the top. So last time I had this done, I had the poles done, and I think I had the trees done. So yeah, so basically I don't have, I've got one more word here, and then I've just got the pots down the side. So where'd that go? So you can see here, I'm down here. So I've just got these bits here, that bottom border, and that one there, and then it's done. So I made a mistake on, I don't know, I was half asleep when I was doing it, made a mistake on the bunnies. They're supposed to be light brown. I've got black bunnies. What can I say? Well, they're actually DMC 3771, so it's that dark brown. So yeah, so I made a bit of a boo-boo, but I actually left it. I liked it. I realised after I'd done the second one, and I'm like, is it too dark? Maybe, but I'm going to leave it. I like it. And I also changed up the words. So snowman, Snowman and Snowflake were supposed to be in white. Well, you can barely see the snow. Like if I hold it a certain way, you can sort of see the snow there, and above you can see some snowflakes and all the rest of it. But I decided that I didn't like that, so I've just done them in the green and blue, and then I've got the hot chocolate there, and then I'll have the hot chocolate here. So yeah, so basically that's sort of what I decided to do. So yeah. Alright, so the next thing that I worked on, and I better put the chart cover with that or I'll end up losing it. The next thing I worked on was a Sleeping Bee. Sorry, I'm just checking my notes there. So it's by the Blue Flower. This was a start on the 22nd of June for Natalie from Nitty Nats. She's got a floss tube, so you can go over and see her. I didn't get much in it. I spent about an hour on this, not a lot of time at all, but I did make a little bit of progress. Where is it? So this is on 40 count linen, natural linen, so you can see there. I'll just put my hand behind it. I might be able to put the actual thing behind it. There we go, that'll be better. So I'm just using CXC threads with as the DMC conversion. Last time you seen it, it was up to about here, so I ended up getting all this down here. So I'm just doing the body of the bee at the moment and leaving those bits and pieces blank, and I'll just come back and fill them in. But it's coming along nicely, and I'm really liking working on, like last time we spoke I was a little bit, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this or not. But I'm just working with a good light and just my glasses. I haven't had to magnify, which is really good. So, but when I did get these glasses, I did ask for down the bottom to be a little bit stronger because of the needlework and stuff that I do, so I don't have to worry about putting magnifiers on or anything like that. So I've made a little bit of progress, not as much as I would have liked, but you know, them's the breaks. Alright, so they're the whips that I have worked on. I also worked on Where There Are Bees, and I forgot to pull that out, so just hang on a sec, I'll go grab it. Okay, so I worked on Where There Are Bees, and that is by the Prairie Schooler. I knew there was something else I worked on, and I didn't check my notes this morning. So that is the Prairie Schooler, that's what it looks like. And the last time that we spoke, I had just started to come down here. I think I had one of those just there. So I've got all of this in. I finished off that border, and yeah, I'm really loving the look of this too. So I'm not using the called for colors in this one. I am actually using a Weeks Dye Works. I think it's called Granite, and that is the called for color. And I think I'm just using Queen Bee for the. I don't have the floss in front of me, so yeah, so I've done a bit of a conversion on it. I'm liking it. It looks similar, but I'm liking it anyway. Alright, so that was the last one I worked on. I also had a new start. So last time I was here, I was talking about all the sales that I was doing. So Gail's birthday rolled around, and that's Gail's B-Day Sale 2020. I'll leave the hashtags and everything down below. And so we started that on the 18th. That was the Saturday just gone, and that was for Shores of Hawk Run Hollow. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm doing all these charts so I can turn them into a massive wall quilt. I've committed to it now because I've actually mentioned it over in the Friends of Hawk Run group, so I'm going to be held accountable now by a lot of people. So yeah, I've got the village on the go at the moment, and also the shore. So I did start that, and I didn't get as much as I would have liked to. I had to go and do some household chores and stuff like that on Saturday, but I did make a good start at it. So I got part of the border in, and I started the lighthouse. So again, I am just using the CXC threads instead of the DMC, same numbers and all the rest of it, so they're slightly different in colors, but that's what I like using. So yeah, and I'm just loving it. So yeah, it's turning out really well. I've got threads and all the rest of it on the back of it. You can see that thread there. So yeah, so it's coming along nicely. So I'm hoping that this will spin up a bit when I start using the wheel again. As I said, I didn't end up doing today's whip to stitch for the last couple of weeks because I've been super busy, and just trying to get a lot of backlog done. All right, and The next one that I was supposed to work on, I pulled it out, and this comes back to that Angelic Beauty. So when I was doing School of Magical Stitches at the beginning of the year, I didn't have a lot of whips in my pile. So I didn't have a lot of stuff to stitch on and stuff like that. So what I should have done was just done penalty stitches instead of starting stuff. This was something like, the picture is not that great, so I'll add the picture in. So you should be able to see that there. It's called Storm, and it's by Anne Logan. I mean, it cost me a whole $2.50 to stitch, but I pulled it out to go and stitch on it, and while I love the picture, I'm just not feeling the chart, and it is a full coverage chart, so I don't want to put hours and hours and hours and hours into this chart and feel like I'm not getting anywhere, or it's not bringing me joy, it's not making me happy. It's a storm, like, and it's very gloomy, and it's very dark colors and all the rest of it, and I know that it would look amazing when it's finished, but I have only done a small amount, and basically, like, that's all I've done. Okay, so I sat there and thought about it, and I looked at it, and it just isn't going to bring me any joy. I'm not enjoying stitching on it, so I decided that I'm going to retire it. So basically, I'm unpicking what I've done in it, which is only about 150 stitches, maybe 200 at the utmost. I'm going to unpick it. I'm going to repurpose the fabric, which is a 16 count Ada. So yeah, so I'm going to unpick it, and I'm going to repurpose that fabric for something else. It's just not bringing me joy, and that's where I've come back to the Angelic Beauty one that we were talking about earlier. I mean, I have been working on this since the beginning of the year, and that is all I've done, and every time I pull it out, I just not feeling it. So I am in the process of making the decision of whether to retire that or not, basically because am I going to finish it? One part of me is like, you started it, you need to finish it. The other part of me is, this is not bringing you any joy, so why are you going to stitch on it when you've got so many other things that you so love to stitch on? So this is the dilemma I'm having at the moment with that, because I do want to stitch, like I want to finish the stitch because I started it, and the fact that I've not done anything like that, maybe as I'm going along I'll get a little bit more excited about it, but I love the picture, I love the look of it and all the rest of it, but I'm just not feeling the joy. So I'm going to put that into the UFO pile for a little while and just think on that a little bit more. I'm going to leave it in my whip wheel, and when I do spin it up, I'm going to pull it out and just see if maybe my mood changes a little bit, because you know, sometimes things can change. So I don't want to pull all that out, because there is a lot of fractional stitches and stuff in there, and even if I say so myself, they're looking pretty good, and I've never done anything. There was a lot of reasons why I started this, but I'm just not feeling the chart, so I just don't know what to do. So I've decided to put it in timeout for a little while and see if that can, you know, maybe leave it till next year or something and just not look at it this year. But yeah, so at the moment I'm just going to leave it in my whip wheel, and if it spins up I'll pull it out, have a look at it. If I want to stitch on it, I'll stitch on it. If I don't, I'll just spin the wheel again. So yeah, that's just sort of where I'm at. And you know, like, there's so many different things that I've got and I want to do and all the rest of it, and I don't want to start more stuff because I've got 20 odd whips at the moment, and I've got some big starts coming up in October, and I've also got my Christmas 12 days of Christmas as well, which is going to give me a hell of a lot of starts. Alright, so in saying that, that's what's happening with those. So I'm retiring Storm. I'm not going any further with that. I've decided that it's not something that I want to do, so I'm going to unpick that one, and Angelic Beauty is going into the UFO box because I'm just not feeling it. And that is actually my first UFO and first retirement since I started, so that's not too bad considering how many things I have started. All right, so moving on, we have a finish. So I did work on something else. I worked on a funny little thing that I call Santa and his hose. So I got this cute little chart done and finished. I'll just turn that around, and I was pretty happy with that. I changed up the snow a little bit and ended up just doing crosses because my Smyrnas were not that great. Not in the white anyway. But he's cute, and I also changed up the hose as well. I just did 1/1 for those just to make them a little bit smaller and whatnot, and I just used whatever I had in my stash. So it's a cute little ornament that's going to be heading off to Tia. Tia was very excited when she seen that I had finished that. That will be heading off to Tia at Calm Creations to her finishing service because I have no time for that. So there's some things that I am going to finish, like the spring one up there. I've got the winter, the summer and the autumn. I'm going to finish those myself, but for the most part I'm just sending my stuff off to Tia to finish for me. I love the cross stitching part of it, and I do like the finishing, but hey, she enjoys it more than me, so I'm happy to slip her a few bucks to finish my stuff off for me, and she loves doing it. So, and she's done an amazing job. If you haven't seen any of her finishes, head over to Instagram. It's Calm Creations, and I'll put that down underneath the video so you can head over there and have a look. And if you want something finished, just send her a message and have a bit of a chat to her. She's really reasonably priced, and she's got a fast turnaround at the moment because she's you know, things are coming in slowly because of the mail being so slowly, but yeah, that could change at any time. But yeah, go over if you need some stuff finished, send it on to Tia. She'll appreciate the work. All right, so what else did I do? Okay, I got some haul. These have been, this one here is a part of a club, and I was getting it from the, I just had to think where I was getting it from then. I'm just getting it from the Fat Quarter Shop, and it was the Chalkful Club. So Priscilla, Blaine and Hands On Design worked together and put these together. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've started the harvest, and I made a monumental mistake on that when I was first starting. It was through lack of knowledge on my part and miscommunication on someone else's part. Anyway, Kathy from Hands On Design contacted me when she seen my post and said, hey, you know, that's not how it's supposed to be done. I didn't realize I did over 2 on Ada, and I didn't realize that that wasn't the case because it had no information on how to do it. I couldn't find it anywhere at the time, and she reached out to me and put me onto the correct way to do things, which was absolutely wonderful. And then I was going to pull it out, and then I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to keep it, and I'm going to put black interfacing behind it so you can't see behind it, and I'm going to frame it and put it up on the wall because it still looks pretty good. And I haven't worked on that for a while, and it has actually been on my mind a lot lately, so I'm hoping to get that out and put some stitches in it, because I don't actually have a lot to go on. I think I've got 2 sunflowers and part of the jar to go, so realistically not a lot. I was just a little bit disheartened that I had made a mistake in it and didn't know what I was going to do, so I decided that I'm still going to go ahead with it. I was just going to finish it a little bit different. So this is the Bloom one, and this puppy here sat in Chicago for April through to June. So this come just after the last video. I think it was 2 days after the last video, so it came at the beginning of July. So it sat from April until then, and finally came, and then 2 days after that the Liberty one came. So this one was after that this one was released in June, and I got it pretty much, you know, within the normal time frame. So I ended up getting 2 kits. So they came with everything that I need. Now, I did say that I was going to give the Liberty one away if it was too American, because I mean, we don't have our Independence Day or anything like that, and but I'm actually really liking it. I don't think I'm actually going to give it away because it's not very Americanized. It's quite neutral. I mean, we are in a country that is, you know, we have our liberties too, so I think it will work. I probably won't do the small one, or I might, I don't know. But the jar one I definitely will be doing, so I actually do like that. And it was always going to be, I'll have to make a decision when it comes in, because we didn't know what it looked like. We just had to wait for them to come in. So I got that. Thankfully, finally. I actually had written off the bloom one. I just figured it wasn't going to turn up. It was just going to sit in Chicago forever, because we get tracking numbers and everything, and it was just sitting there and sitting there. It was dispatched like 2 days after I paid for it, and it got as far as Chicago, and that was it. And that's where she sat until this month. So yeah, and I've got a couple of other charts and stuff that are coming from the Fat Quarter shop as well, just part of clubs. I haven't joined any new clubs with them, mainly because of the COVID, and I'm just watching all my pennies and all the rest of it, although I didn't watch them too well in the last couple of weeks. So I have been over to creativepoppy.com and got some Darvanalee Designs charts. They're just PDF charts, and they've been added to my I think I might have spoken about this last time. In October, I actually have a Halloween wheel through the Decision Maker app, and I've put all of my Halloween charts that I have, anything that I associate with Halloween. So it could have a witch in it, it could have a black cat in it, it could have pumpkins in it, and all that sort of stuff. So I pulled out all the charts, and I've just been sort of collecting charts here and there from Etsy and 123 Stitch, and now from Creative Poppy as well. Even some free ones and stuff that I've got. I've even got stuff there from that I'm putting into my Halloween, even though they're not technically Halloween. So I've got from White Willow Stitching, I think it is. I've got the tribal cat and the tribal cauldron, and then I've got some stuff from Autumn Lane Stitchery. There's one of their witches that I actually like, 3 of their witch charts that I want to do, but I've started out with just a monochromatic one, and it's I think it's called Happy Haunting or something along those lines. And there's a few free charts that I've got along the way. I haven't entered them into the wheel yet. I've got to go through my files. But what I've been doing is adding them all into the wheel. So far I've got 19. So basically what I'm going to do in October, all my other stuff is going to be rested for a month, and I'm going to spin the wheel every day and have a new start every day. Now the Halloween Quaker, if it's not finished, it will be in the wheel as well, so it will get some time spent on that as well. And I am actually going to be stitching through the day. So I'm looking at putting in some things, so I'll be doing some Zoom meetings, I'll be doing some live streaming, and I'll just be doing some Instagram and Facebook posts as well. So that is the plan for October, and I know we are still a long way off from October, but things move pretty quickly in the Reed household. So time seems to be on fast forward, and then before I know it, I'm there. So at the moment, I am getting all my charts printed off. Now I bought these a few weeks ago. I'm getting them printed off, I'm getting the fabrics, I'm kitting up. For the most part, I'm just going to be using CXC threads. I won't be using any of the fancy flosses or anything like that unless I have them here. So I'm trying to use what I have. And I've also got some fabric, a bit of fabric stash and all the rest of it now. So I'm going through all that and just kitting everything up. So my plan is, as I said, to spin the wheel, and then basically what will happen is that will be the one that I work on, and then I will put as many stitches as I can into that. I'm going to work on it during the day as well as do my day job as well. So I'll be just moving my times around a little bit. So the things that I got from Creative Poppy was Darvanalee Designs 3 Witches. So that has gone into the wheel. So these two have taken me up to 19. Okay, and then the next one I got was Wicked. And these are just cute little ones. Like, I don't think that they need a lot of fabric, and I haven't really read through them. I just really like them. I thought they were super cute. I think for the most part they are done. I'm just trying to find the information. Copyright information. Okay, so it uses 2 colors. So we've got 3781 and black. 310, and it was done on 32 count oatmeal even weave or Flobar from Zygarde, or 40 count natural linen. So yeah, oh, that was for the back, so they use natural linen on the back of that one. So yeah, so basically whether or not they get finished that way, I don't know, but that is super cute. I do like it. Anyway, I'll work it out when I come to do it. So they have gone into the wheel, and like there's orange in that, but I can't see it listed down on the oh, there we go, I found it. Yeah, so it's all DMC basically, although that doesn't look like DMC down there, does it? That's very variegated, that one. All right, so they were the two Halloween ones that I got. I was eyeing them off for quite some time, and there's a couple more that I've got in my wish list on there as well that I want to get. So, and then I had to have these. I seen these weren't my intention. I was only going there for the Halloween stuff, but I had to get these. These are to my coffee addiction. These are so cute. So it is hand over the coffee, and no one gets hurt. So they're just stitched on 28 count, and I've already got some coffee tea dyed one for that using the DMC as well, and this one is drink coffee stitch faster. So you've probably seen them, but they've now been added into my pile of ever-growing charts. So that is all of the haul that I got this week. As I said, I've been super busy with stitching up bags and project bags for everybody, and I really do appreciate the support. I'll insert some pictures towards I'll just start putting the pictures up now, and you can see the different bags that I've been making over the last couple of weeks. I have been super busy, and I do appreciate everybody showing me the love and support. I've also received, it's not stitchy kindness as such, but it is still kindness from a subscriber from the channel who has become somewhat of a social media friend, and we often chat and like each other's stuff, and she was always on my live streams and everything like that. So just behind me you can see a tin there. Okay, now the story behind this was I was going to be going to America in February, until not this February gone, this coming February in 2021, and I was going to go to QuiltCon, and I've been saving up and saving up and saving up and saving up to go, and then COVID happened, and basically everything started to get cancelled and all the rest of it. Now, I could have possibly still gone, but the way our government has been talking, it wasn't going to be look like anybody was going to be traveling overseas for at least the foreseeable future. So I decided that I wasn't going to go. Luckily for me, I hadn't purchased my ticket yet because it was still too far out to purchase a plane ticket, so I didn't lose any money there. But Benita was nice enough to send me this, it's a money box, and so I can put my coins and stuff in there and save for the trip, and the lid comes off so I don't have to wreck it when it's finished, so I can use it for the rest of my life, which is absolutely fabulous. And it's a Coca-Cola one. It was a beautiful surprise, and she sent me something a little bit extra and a beautiful note. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, Benita, for that. It was such a lovely gesture, and I really do appreciate it. And as you can see, it sits up on the shelf taking pride of place. I do have to watch it though. Savannah has decided that she really likes it, because we haven't found any money boxes here in our hometown where the lid comes off, where you don't have to wreck them. So yeah, she was eyeing that off, because we're now planning a trip to together to Italy in a few years time, so she's busily working and saving up. So yeah, once her other money box is full, she said she might have to use this one, which I don't mind because it's for the trip too. But thank you so much, Benita. I really do appreciate it. Love it. Awesome. So and that other card there, this little card here, that came from a friend over in the UK. She sent some stuff to me, and this beautiful card, I love it. So I'm actually going to get a frame for it, and so I've got it in a frame. I just love the flowers on it. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's hand painted by the looks of it too. So yeah, I love it, absolutely love it. All right, so those are some of the things that have come in this week, and Elizabeth, thank you so much for the card, and thank you for the gesture on the other things as well. So I do appreciate that. Awesome. All right, well, that is about it for me. It's only a short one. As I said, I haven't done much. I'm hoping to get back into regular filming in the next couple of weeks. I've almost caught up on the COVID backlog, which is absolutely amazing. If you had seen how much work was here, you would have just gone, oh my God, I don't even know how you've done it. I have done a lot of shifts. I haven't been on virtual stitches for the last few weeks either, because I've had a couple of people send me messages and where are you? And I'm like, I'm still working, and it's been, you know, very late at night. Most days I'm not getting into bed until 11 o'clock, but I'm almost caught up, which is making all my customers very happy. And then I can take a couple of days and have a breather. But yes, we will be back to regular filming and scheduling in very, very soon, actually. So I've already nutted out all of the work that I needed to get done, and basically, okay, so I don't know what happened then. My phone cut out or something along those lines, so I've just put myself back into it. So yeah, as I said, just a quick wrap up of what's happening on the channel. I have had a couple of messages asking what's going on, haven't seen you lately, things like that. I just have been super busy, so I had to put something on the backlog, and basically I've been working in the last couple of weeks of getting my scheduling all sorted for the end of the year and everything like that. So I can promise I will be back with more tutorials. I will be back with more cross stitching, and I will be back into the regular scheduling of everything, and maybe a few extra surprises as well. We are still doing the renovating, so you can see things are still all over the place. My hubby has been super busy, and I need him for the next lot to do, so I haven't been able to put a lot of stuff away yet, because we've still got some drilling and all that sort of stuff to do, and I don't want sawdust through my machinery and through all my stuff. So basically we're just leaving it in the containers for the present time, but I can assure you it is getting done, and I will do a walkthrough once it's completely finished. As you can see, the walls are still not quite right. That is actually probably going to be done a little bit later down the track, because we have to do some extra construction work for that, and we probably won't have time for that until Christmas, with his business and mine being so busy at the moment. So the next thing that we're going to go on to is our little giveaway. So as you know, I'm doing all the sales, and this month's keyword is sale, S-A-L. So basically what I want to know is what sales you're working on at the moment. Are you doing any? Are you joining along with me at all? Okay, there was a sale that I forgot to mention. All right, I have a birthday sale coming up, and I realized after I said this that this is the one that I'm going to be doing. It's the blue flower. It's the night walk down. Basically, I'm doing this as a sale on Instagram. It is DD's birthday sale. Sorry, it's DD's birthday sale 2020. Okay, and that's just DDsSal, or B day. I'll start that again. The words are not coming. So it's DD's B Day Sal 2020. Now, when I was talking about this, I said I was going to start it early in August. I am still starting it in early August, but I have a date. I am actually going to be starting this, and it's actually going to be a twofold stitch this time. It is actually going to be for my birthday, but it's also going to be for my FlossTube anniversary. On the 8th of August, it'll be 12 months since I started doing FlossTube, and it'll be about 16, 17 months since I started cross-stitching. So the reason I started the FlossTube was to document my journey, and so I had something to see where I started from and where I've gone to. So basically that's why I started. So this is now definitely DD's birthday sale. So we're doing it as twofold for my birthday in August, and also we're having our anniversary. So the 8th of August, no matter where you are, okay, it'll be the 8th of August. So I'm obviously going to start it obviously a day earlier than most of our Northern Hemisphere people. So just started on the 8th. Come and join in the fun. The hashtag is going across the screen right now, and it'll also be underneath the video. And come and have some fun and do the night walk down with us all. There's a few of us that are joining in the fun. I just love it. It reminds me of crewel embroidery, and I just absolutely love it and want to start it. Like, I want to start it now. I'm not starting it now. I actually ordered some fabric. I'm going to do a little bit of a test. It's on its way. I got notification yesterday. So it's sort of in a pinky color, not the, this is a sort of a lilac violet sort of color on this one, but I've got it sort of like in a pinky color. But I got two sorts because I wasn't too sure. Two different sizes. So anyway, back to what I was talking about before with the sales. We have a giveaway, and I just want to know, are you joining in the fun of a sale at the moment? If so, what sale are you working on? Leave a comment down below, tell me what you're working on, and we have this little giveaway. So the key word is sale, S-A-L. Okay, and everybody at the end of the month will go into the draw, and I will draw that early next month on my video, and then we will have a winner. So you might be wondering what it is. It is a little needle book. Basically, it has, you can see up here, like here, it's got the little floss cards, and it's got pins, and it's got cotton reels on it, and it's just a little Sewing Notions one. So I turned it around so you could see the floss cards a little bit better. So that is up for grabs. This is made by me. Now, I did discuss about the mailing situation. It is open worldwide, but I may not be able to send it to you for some time, but it will get packaged up and it will get sat in the tray, and as soon as the borders open up, I will get this off to you. Some places are allowing things to go by sea, so it may take a little while to get to you, but it will go into a bright pink bag, so it won't get lost. All right, so don't forget, leave a comment down below. Tell me what sales you're working in. Don't forget to mention the code word SAL, which is sal, so for a stitch along. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you're all working on, because you never know, I might be able to jump onto another one. Like, I need another sal. I do. I think I do. All right, leave a comment down below. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks so much for turning up each week and or fortnight, or every 3 weeks when I do a video lately. I do appreciate your support, and if you're new here and you've lasted this long, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, everybody, new or old subscribers, and tell me what you think about the video down below. Thanks everybody, have a great week, and happy stitching. Bye for now.